like yesterday, just swapping places around various parts of the place where he finished yesterday. He's got Karpushin ahead of him. This is a cracking race. Karpushin from pole really climbed towards turn 3 we go, and you think it's steep on the way down for the reverse corkscrew. This is quite a brutal climb for any run track then. Morelli sitting tight in 3rd position, showing us what he can do here in the dry today.
Absolutely superb stuff, isn't it? And Marco
or cyclist, as we see, we've got 2 riders down, unfortunately. Joel Pons and Daniel just behind him as well. Here is that fast and flowing section of the track. That's not really an over.
It's gone back to 7th place. Bennett Fernandez was up to 5th. But look at that.
Christian Daniel down and out of this race as well. That's a big shame. Pons was having a better weekend taking spot Christian, but he didn't quite make it stick there. So we got track limits warnings for
abreast and up the inside. Just talking about it was Bennett Fernandez, but of course it really isn't an open.
I saw him earlier. He was pretty happy, and Christian Daniel down and out as well.
And Joel just doesn't know.
Agostinelli, Brown, Monignane and Danish.
Hakim Danish, yeah, that is your overtaking opportunity into the left-hander. Climbing the hill now, go across the top. Doesn't have any luck at the moment, does he? As you say, he was doing better this weekend. He certainly didn't need that. Both obviously okay, and they're going to be right. Very much a warning. All 3 abreast again on the brakes. And it's Marco Morelli. No plan, sweeping through there all the way in 4th gear. They flick it into 5th as they go downhill. Riding again tomorrow.
What happened here then? Christian took him.
B takes the lead.
Brilliant. No plan B up there once again. He's been a little bit quiet this year.
Under 32 takes the lead.
Takes the lead at the waterfall. That is out, and then Pons clipped him. Christian, that was a brutal. Hasn't he? Not what we expected from the Argentinian. Kicked off the year with extremely impressive. Not many people can say that in their careers.
No, indeed. Superb stuff. Absolutely
brutal looking one. Glad to see him up and walking.
Well, thank goodness for the Tech Air suit from Alpine Stars.
5th and a 4th place finish. He got his first podium in Le Mans race 2. He's not been
super confident doing it, didn't he? So it is Ramadiva yesterday. 2nd place match, which obviously fired up as he was in the air and would have saved a very, very nasty collision with
on the podium since. This is what we want to see from Morelli.
Yeah, he had 2 wins last year and now in the lead.
And look at the size of this group then, Peter.
The tarmac on the way down. There is a number 11 of David Gonzalez, the Spaniard. He's the fifth, and we want to see him on the top step of the podium. And Brian desperately trying to keep his cage.
And as they cross the line, how many will we have in this leading group now? It will be
4th of those 5 riders. And it still is Veda Pratama who has the advantage off the green stuff there as he chases Morelli away from the first corner.
And of course him and Morelli 14 riders basically in this lead group now. 14! So everybody would judge
Brian Uriarte in 2nd.
Look who our top 3 are, Peter. It's as if Pratama never came to blows back in Sachsenring, didn't they? And look at the gap then with the chasers. They are on just about get a point. Ramersdorfer a 2nd adrift in that 2nd chasing group. Went away and had an injury. It's like we're watching Jerez again, but you've got it. They are gonna catch them, I think, Peter. It was 6. Well, what a race we have on here with 12 laps to go.
Right, and Brian won, yes.
Protagonists as well of David Gonzalez and Giulio Pugliese, but the top 3, Pratama's 1/10 of a second as they come across the first intermediate split there, so I think that's it.
Today passing Ramadiva just at the end of the race, but in a way, you know, he was almost
Uriarte and Danish. This seems like what it's going to be about this season, Peter.
It does, and then
the leading pack have been caught officially. Fastest rider on track is that rider there.
It's the moral winner, I felt, of the race yesterday. Did so much leading, didn't he?
Yeah, we've got a technical report.
Number 13, pulling out of the slipstream, passing Brian Uriarte because he doesn't.
Number 7 of Benyat Fernandez.
And of course, that group of 5 punches a big hole in the air.
Ramersdorfer pulling out of the race. He pulled off at turn 1, unfortunately, banging his machine. He's fallen.
Brian Uriarte on the 51, and the orange helmet still has 2nd place, but behind is now, and that drags the other guys into the slipstream very effectively. So it's Brian Uriarte who takes up the lead.
Down the order, so something not right there for him, unfortunately. He is out of the race, the Austrian.
Now Danish, and this is the battle for the cup. Benya from Veda Pratama.
So heavy on the brakes, and it's really steep downhill into turn 4.
Right, Ramadipa leading as he did yesterday. Fernandez, of course, is out of it. He's in
there. You can see the rear wheel of Uriarte just popping off the ground momentarily.
And there is the number 5 of Leo Ramersdorfer pulling off the second place in the points, but he's not going to be there, I think, at the end of
now coming to the fastest sweeping section is Guillaume Plonk, first rider to have a long
back. Most unfortunate, very, very rare technical difficulties with the KTMs. They are so rare.
This one, no, absolutely not. Let's have a further look down the field. Then we got the likes of Morelli, who is at lap penalty for exceeding track limits. He's in 20th spot at the moment. That'll move him down likely.
Change broken.
Ah, dearie me. Gutted, isn't he?
Yeah.
Absolutely at the back is now picking up a point. You got the Frenchies, Plonk and Da Costa there, 13th last.
Right, and as you were talking about, you know, using up your tyres too much, these so the 32 of Ramadipa.
Singapore down in just ahead of them, sorry, in 12th.
These are really superb tyres. They do drop off. The performance does fade away slightly, but it has the advantage. But there's the yellow helmet of Gonzalez up the inside. It's
car pushing, car position. I was just thinking where Singapore qualified. It was
very, very predictable. So the guys can feel what's happening and usually doesn't touch. On the white helmet, Carpuchin takes second place.
Carpuchin pushing them out the way. Fairly far down, but I can't find them on the grid. Oh yes, 23rd, there we go, all the way down.
Don't give them any nasty surprises. It's Brian Uriarte that leads, but up the inside now, it's David.
Good stuff from the Kyrgyzstani riders. Ramadipa still leads the way into the final corner then. So that's a very, very decent ride so far from him, as well as Mitani in 8th as well. Agostinelli.
Gonzalez there on the number 11 into second place.
I think I saw Christian Daniel pushing Mark. Look at this enormous leading group, Peter. It's Rookies Cup in its most classic. The Vietnamese rider there up into 9th place, as well as the number 9. Morelli rather wide there in towards the penultimate turn, and there we have the weave-in 4.
It is, isn't it? Such a totally different race today. Ramadipa, as we say, that down the corkscrew again. You're looking back at what a great picture that is. Looking back at Hackam.
Riders trying to avoid the other riders catching too much of a slipstream. Morelli up the inside of Daniel again, just slot.